Welcome to Motivational Moment. I'm Coach Rosa Smith-Montanaro, your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks, and we like to share short and inspirational, motivational talks with you, little mini coaching sessions with you weekly, and we usually have themes. And so this theme that we're going into, because we're getting into holiday season, is minimizing your stress during the holidays. Now, when you're looking for a job, you're changing career paths, you're starting a business, it's stressful. Let's face it, life is stressful, right? Being post-pandemic, or I mean, we're technically still in it, it's stressful. Life is stressful. And when you're making a big transition, it just adds to your stress. So what I want to do is share some short tips with you on things that you can do to take back control and minimize and manage that stress and have a nice holiday season, right? So today's coaching little mini session is going to be about being realistic. And being realistic means really taking a look at yourself, right? What you want to do, what you think you should be doing, and what realistically you can do. And it's really important to have that reality check periodically. I mean, we all have goals, we all have ambitions, we all have desires, but we also have to check in and see where we are right now. And we have to cross-compare those two things and say, well, realistically, what can I do right now? Realistically, what can I accomplish? And so during this holiday season, I want you to have a few minutes to unplug and have a reality check. And ask yourself, what do I expect from myself this holiday season? What does it look like for me? And this is going to set the tone for your holiday. And so you might say, I'm going to enjoy the holidays. I refuse to get into debt for the holidays. And I want to have a memorable holiday season where I've enjoyed my friends and family. I didn't incur any debt. And I feel like we had some great quality experiences together. Right? I also have to resume my job search, or continue it, I should say. And maybe you're dialing back some things, but you're not going to, completely put it on pause or hold. And that would be realistic, right? To say, I'm going to spend maybe this much time to continue my efforts towards my new job, career, business. I want to see my, friends and family in this way. And I'm going to communicate that I don't plan on going into debt, and I'm not going to stress about it. We're going to find fun ways to enjoy this holiday that don't really add stress to your life. If the goal is to minimize stress, then ask yourself that question as you're making decisions. If my holiday goal is to minimize stress, and that is true for me, what decision would I make right now? Right? So your plans are going to be based on minimizing stress. And you articulate this, you say this to people. I value less stress. I like to say, oh, I'm breaking up with stress. Stress and I are breaking up, and that means I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. I just say it. If I'm breaking up with stress, this is what's happening right now. And people go, oh, okay. They just accept it. We don't apologize. Don't apologize for making a shift, for doing something that's good and healthy for you. There is no need to apologize. You state it. You set some boundaries. You say, what's important to me this year is, because this is one chapter in your entire life. So you say, what's important to me in this season is quality time with the people I care about with less stress. And so what that looks like for me will be this, this, and this. That's all. You set some boundaries. I know personally, I would absolutely keep my workout routine intact. You might need to go for daily walks. You might have a membership to the gym. Make sure that when you're setting those boundaries and you're being realistic, that you incorporate a healthy habit. Maybe starting the day with reading something that's feeding your soul. Taking a walk. Brisk walks are wonderful for your body. I was listening to John Tesh a few weeks ago, and I love his life hacks, and they're simple things. And one of them was a brisk 10-minute walk a day. That people that do that extends their life by 16 years. They did some study, and I looked it up, and it's an accurate study, where they followed these people and that did 10 minutes a day of a brisk walk, and they ended up living 16 years longer than people that didn't have that habit, daily habit. Take a 10-minute walk every day, nice and fast, a brisk one. It's fast for you, right? It's going to elevate your soul, your heart rate. I would always add the workout. I have an annual goal around the holidays that I will enjoy the holidays, have a blast, still participate in the festivities without gaining a single pound. That's usually my challenge to myself. That means getting out there for a walk or getting to the gym and really making some wise choices. So we can be realistic, but we have to plan. We have to set boundaries. We have to communicate. Okay. And realistically, and I mean this with love, my friends, we all have those toxic people in our lives, and family gatherings and holidays sometimes bring together people that like our oil and water. I would limit my exposure to negative people. And if I have them in my life who I love and adore and don't want to give up that relationship, then I will make sure I'm fueling my battery really well before we have an encounter. That means taking time for you, self-care, being nice to yourself, setting some boundaries, and maybe limiting your exposure so you have the bandwidth for those who can be a bit draining. I hope these tips are helpful, and I really hope you do them. They are very, very effective. I know the topic of self-care. I know the topic of minimizing stress during very difficult times, and mindset is where it's at. And so all the advice I'm giving you is fantastic. So take it, give me a comment, let me know it's useful to you. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, my friends.